G'day cunts, welcome to Just the Tip, a entertaining but educational Counter-Strike series that I'm going to try and put on for you, where we break down, specific plays, moves, strategies that you guys can potentially use, look at, or, just be interested in some idiot from Australia rambling. Today we're going to be covering the Astralis vs Phase B execute. As you can see on your screen right now, we have the overlay, and I'm using a program called Stats Helix. So you can check them out. But basically this is a B-execute that Australis have used a lot over the last few months. Other teams have actually started to adopt it into their playstyle. I think it was G2 I saw using it. But this B-execute is something that they've, especially in this match right against FaZe, they used it twice and it helped them on that T side extremely. It bailed them out of some tough situations. And I'm going to explain to you why it's a good execute, at what point they're using the execute, and how they can get away with getting so much map control early to do the execute. There's also little bits and pieces in this. There's a smoke grenade, which is really the hero of this, and I talked to you about doing dry runs and stuff and running certain lines, the angles that you need to take as a player. So if we start playing the overview just here, basically what you're going to see happening is Device and Glaive are going to go to their default spots on the map, or they're going to at least be feigning their default spots on the map. So if I just pause it right now, Device is going to throw a Molotov to this point just here. This is going to stop the CTs from getting any connector control or early information, and keep them back in this area. Glaive's going to throw some utility just over here, nice big squiggle, but he's going to be just feigning the default setup, right? And by feigning the default setup, it keeps these players honest. It makes them think, hey, we can't push. They're just doing their normal thing, grabbing map control, waiting for information, and then they're going to base a play off of that, because that's kind of the go-to for them so far in the half. Once they've done this utility usage, they're going to drop back and hook up with their players towards B. Something which you'll also notice is this Molotov just here. This gets thrown by Zipnix almost every round. And I actually have a video to play. You can see how he does throw it. But it's basically how they can get away with taking this area so swiftly, because what he manages to do is almost every round without fail throw this Molotov and spam through the boards, stopping the players from being able to take control of water or sewer, whatever you want to call it. And then he's just always holding this area, so it's nothing different. They're making it look like the same strategy. So if we keep playing it out, you're going to see Kirby and Dupree are early getting into this pipe. Zipnik's just doing his normal default stuff, and Kirby and Dupree are going to take control of water quite quickly, but without using any utility to give away that they're actually there. Now we know that if I just pause it again, Dupree is one of the best at hitting this shot, so if you're going up against Astralis, you're probably not going to be doing this jump peek here very much. What you're going to see is Kirby and Dupree really take this area of the map without any issues. Device and Glaive are going to come back, they're going to hook up, and they're going to set up for that execute, while Zipnix is just continuing to feign the default as he normally would. You can see that the CTs haven't pushed for any aggression based off those early nades, and they're just holding their position waiting for info. So they're coming back now. The CTs are setting up in their positions. Nico's already starting to cheat away, and they're setting up right here for their execute. So I'll wait till they're all in position. They're all in position now. Okay, so what you're going to see here is two Molotovs come in, one from one from Dupree and one from Kirby. They're going to land here and here. This will force any player back away. They're not going to be able to contest, or forward. In this instance, you're going to see Nico push forward because he wants to be able to help his teammates, which is the right decision because both Carrigan and Keo are committed to this fight that's about to happen. A smoke from Device is going to land up here in heaven, which is going to mean anybody rotating in isn't going to be able to assist. And then the real hero of this strat is Glaive smoke. It lands about here. Now this smoke is the hero in my mind, because what it does is, this is just one angle that can be watched, right? This sandbag angle can be watched from this point, can be watched from this point, back here. It's one angle that you're running out of, but what this smoke does is it acts as a barrier, but it also means that the Ts can run multiple different angles and give them an opportunity to entry into the site instead of just running through the one choke point. And that timed well with a nice flash from Device, which pops just about here, means that they're able to execute onto the bomb site and run out different lines. It's Glaive and Kirby who push through, and they come out here, and they're able to trade off each other and take control of pit. And then you have old mate Dupree, who comes out. His job is to swing around, clear barrels, and then obviously contest this side. Zipnik's, his job is to basically just keep focus on monster. So he's going to keep spamming, he's going to, you know, keep noise, keep presence there, so Kyo has to stay committed, and then Zippy can push through at any point to help trade, and then Device is usually just covering backs, ready to push in and trade if things go to shit. So we'll play it out. You see all the utility come in, a couple of nice flashbangs. I only used 3 flashbangs there. They push on in, and then they quickly sweep in and take control. So you see, you know, they push out here, Nico's blind, he's been pushed out of position, he's instantly dead. They get that kill nice and easily. They push in the side, they now have full pit control. Dupree's pushed around, grabbed a kill on the back there. He is going to die to Kyo, not expecting another one to be monster, but that's okay because, as I said, Zippy's there ready to trade. So if we just keep playing that, they're going to make that kill, and now they have full bomb site control. So they just get the bomb down, they can play any post plant positions they want. Device still has control of water, knowing they can't get flanked. They get the bomb down, and that's basically the round over right there. If we want to flick over, I'll show you guys now in, I guess, not real time, but I'll show you guys like a video that I prepared to show each element, and we can talk about why it's effective again. So I've got the video just here. If we hit play, I'll turn the volume down a little bit. But this is the Molotov I'm talking about by Zipnik. This is very difficult. There's no player that I've seen who can get this Molotov as consistently as what he does. So if you want to be like a big asset to your team, definitely work on that. This is Kirby coming in to line up his Molotov. Very easy. Very easy lineup for him. And a key element of the strat. So you can see that all through the utility at the same time. This is the lines that I'm talking about. He runs straight in, good timing with the flashes, trades off of Glaive, and they get in that site. Dupree's doing the same thing, lining up his Molotov. As a pair, these Molotovs, you know, they'll keep a player in ABC or in Hell, or alternatively, what Nico did was the right decision, pushing out the help, and he gets punished for it. Dupree's going to go in checking his lines, that's fine. Nice easy smoke by Device, and there's the flash. You can see the lineups they're using, right? Very distinct things to aim at. This is the hero right here. Well, we'll see it in third person. So this is it all in third person. They're all setting up. They're all ready and ready to go. And in comes the utility. So if I pause it right here, you can see what I mean with this smoke. This smoke's landed. If somebody was at this angle or this angle, they would basically have like, and they didn't get flashed, they'd have a clear shot to spam down and hopefully make multiple frags. The smoke skews the vision. It means that there's multiple ways they could even run out through the smoke if they wanted to. But in this case, this is the designated lines that they run. And they use this strat quite a lot. You almost see it every time they play Overpass. And when teams start to adapt to this, you can either be playing like a full retake setup, or you can be playing, once the utility comes in, at that point use your utility at Sandbag. You need to be using Molotovs to really stop this. They'll probably run through it regardless, but that's the best way to deal with it, or do like a sewer retake at some point. So use some flashes and nades to retake and take control of that part of the map. So we just let it play out here. You see how they run in, they're running their lines, clearing all their positions, trading well, all the information's being given out. And what's really important is when players run, when you do a dry run strategy like this one, and everybody knows the lines that they have to run and the areas they have to take, if somebody dies doing that, you instantly know, because you know, hey, Dupree's running this line. If he dies, he's died from point A, B, or C. So you know where to turn around to. You know, communication at that point isn't so important. And I talk a lot about the lines people run. And pacing. So the pacing was very important at the timing of the strat. You could also see that they're on a low buy. If I bring back up the other screen, you can see like it was a relatively low buy. I know you can see the UMP and Dupree had a Tech 9. So at the time they used this, it's almost an all-in, a brute force strat, and they'd already set the pace of doing defaults earlier. So this is just, you know, a look at why a strategy is good and how you can possibly implement it if you want to learn more about this. This is from the FaZe vs Astralis demo from IEM Katowice, so you can check that one out. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this was educational. Remember, this has been just the tip, and hopefully we can release some more videos soon. Goodbye.